Topic one today, I have a new game that is a revised version of an old game we used to like to play. Cart, a year ago, I think we did this a lot in the summer and we called it Good or Bad. And I would read to you something that was said or written or an off-season development about a player or team. And then you and I would basically determine, is this good or bad for the team's future? This is very much in the spirit of the throwback good or bad segment. However, we are going to tweak it slightly, and we're going to call this good, bad, or wait and see. We're going to
Hmm.
give ourselves a little bit of a middle ground here. And again, this is all off what I would call the off-season buzz. This is the off-season buzz meter. Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it wait and see? Five prompts here. We could probably do a lot more than this because there's stuff like this for every team in the country, but these are just the five most compelling ones that I picked this week. Do you have any questions before we begin our off-season buzz meter?
I'm not allowed to just wait and see everything, right?
I'll be mad at you if you do that.
Okay, I don't want you to be mad at me.
Okay. All right. So, thing number one is what we were just talking about in the comments section. Reports out of Illinois camp that Andrei Stoyakovich has arguably been more impressive defensively than he has offensively. Add to this the context that the way the offense has been discussed is, quote, he probably won't be capable of doing what Will Riley did, being featured as kind of a secondary option in that type of Will Riley role. Is that good, bad, or wait and see?
I wish I had some weird sounding buzzer right here, and then you hit me with a yes, Carter. What is bad, Gregory? It's bad. It's bad. I think that this Illinois team, especially like, I mean, I know Petro's going to be on the team, but like Petro's still not there, right? Is that he's still not?
Petro has not participated in Illinois summer activities, correct?
So like, yes, I know he'll be on, but I just think you're at a point where like you need Stoyakovich to be the number one option offensively. Just in my opinion, like I understand Big T can add some things, but I'd much rather the best version of Illinois to me, the team that I have like as a top four team in the Big Ten, is a team with Andrei Stoyakovich like as an offensive like go-to guy, somewhat. Like and maybe the usage is down a little bit because you want to tighten up some efficiency things, but yeah, I think it's bad that the first thing you're hearing about it is that yeah. I'm more impressed with his defense and also don't expect too much from him.
Yeah, this one's simple for me, and we elaborated more on it in an Illinois like overall team off-season end of summer thing on Monday. But it's bad. It's bad. Andre was brought in to have some responsibilities within this offense. Like that was kind of the whole story was we lost our two leading scorers, Kasparis and Will Riley, are our two leading perimeter scorers at least. We know Thomas is just going to be really good. Yes, we're fixing some of Kasparis' turnover issues with this older guy, but we need a wing that is going to be a go-to scorer. That is directly what Andre was brought in to do. And if the reports at the end of summer are he's been better on the defensive side, that cannot be interpreted as a good thing, even if we're going to gas up his athleticism. It's got to be bad. Let's move to number two, from a current Illini to a former Illini. Bill Self told Kansas reporters that Trey White had the best summer of any Kansas incoming transfer. He then went on to say Flory Badunga and Cole Rosario also had really good summers. So if you were looking for, again, read between the lines, my added context here, maybe a little bit of an indictment on Melvin Council, Jaden Dawson, who did not get named as having a good summer, while Trey White had the best summer. Flory and Cole had good summers too. Is that good, bad, or wait and see?
I think it's actually good. I think it's good because I think that Trey White is the most talented of all those transfers. I think Trey White has the like we saw last year at Illinois. There was times where Trey White was like what the third best player on the team. Like we were wondering like why I wasn't playing more. I think that he's naturally the most talented one of the bunch. So yeah, I like that he is that he was a good had a good summer and is like the most impactful, I guess, or most impressive summer of the transfers. I do think that's a good thing.
I'm going to go wait and see because here's where I'm at wired mentally. If Trey White is the second best player on your team stinks. And my suspicion is that the supporting cast of this Kansas team is one that will be bad enough that Trey White is the second best player on the team. Now, maybe there is some level Trey White hasn't gotten to in 3 years at three different programs that will be unlocked under Bill Self, but it's gone the other way in recent years. Recent Bill Self portal ads have not lived up to what they did at other programs, not vice versa. So for me, this looks like a pretty big red flag. If Trey White looks like the guy out of this new group, the group's pretty bad. But I'm going to reserve judgment because it is obviously positive about Trey himself. And maybe there is a level of Trey White that we haven't seen yet that could happen. Wait and see for me, but an ominous wait and see. Next up, Kentucky. Mark Pope said that Jaylen Low has shot the best percent from three out of anyone on this team in scrimmages this summer. 42% was the number that was floated. We did a video about this on Monday as well, where I shared some skepticism because all summer Kentucky reporters have screamed the praises of Trent Noah as the best shooter on the team. So kind of a little off the cuff. Jaylen Low actually shot the best from three of anyone on this team. Jaylen Low, reminder, the guy who shot 26% from three last season on really high volume. Is this good, bad, or wait and see that Jaylen Low shot the best percent out of any Kentucky player?
This is wait and see for me because I think you even look to what the splits were last year for Low. It's a consistency thing for him as much as it is like being able to actually shoot the basketball. So him doing this in the summer in the setting, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna wait and see to get to for sure good, to see the how how it translates and the consistency portion of it.
Okay, I'm gonna give my first good out here.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah, let's be positive for a moment. I think it can only be interpreted that if this happened even if it's just scrimmages, that like what's the most negative way you can interpret this? Guy that didn't make shots last year is making shots now? That's obviously good, right? Like the only way you could spin this negatively to me is like, well, damn, there are other guys on Kentucky who are supposed to be shooting better. But also, like, we've heard a bunch of positive stuff on Trent Noah all summer. I don't think that's an indictment on Trent Noah not making shots. There might be questions on some of the other guys around him. Like, they want Cam Williams to be a shooter. I think people would love it if Otega Owe was making shots. But, like, ultimately, if guy who didn't shoot well last year is now shooting really well, I think that's got to be taken as a good development.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I'm being a little bit more on the negative side here, which I'm not really sure about how I feel.
Two more here. Indiana time. Lamar Wilkerson gave a quote after their overseas trip that in game three, remember I think he attempted three shots in the first half and they were down 20. He hadn't scored at halftime. Lamar Wilkerson said, quote, Darren DeVries told me I gotta be a better leader. I took that personal. Now in the second half, Lamar Wilkerson scored like 20 points, was sensational. Indiana came back and stole the game. But is it good, bad, or wait and see that in August, Indiana's quote unquote first option, the guy that went to Indiana to be a star, is being told by his head coach and telling people on the record that Darren DeVries says, I got to be a better leader. Good, bad, or wait and see?
Bad, bad, not for the reason you think. Bad, boy, make shots. You give a damn about no leadership. What you mean? We didn't bring you 2 million for leadership? My ass. Let somebody else lead. Let the Connor Enrights of the world lead. You make shots. Now, good on Lamar Wilkerson for like taking onus of it, right? That's part of being, to his point, he wanted to go somewhere to be the guy. The guy is expected to do things such as this. So that's good. But um I don't know. Like this situation never exactly works out the way people want it to. Like guys don't just find leadership overnight. It's kind of instilled in them. And one of the worst things you can do, in my opinion, is looking to a guy or asking a guy to be a leader when he's just naturally not that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give this a bad. I was in between bad and wait and see. But to me, this quote, It's just off-season filler. It's a fun story, whatever. I almost part of me doubts that Darren DeVries actually like went up to Lamar and was like, "You need to lead better" at halftime of Game 3 of an overseas trip. It's just, Lamar was great in the second half, and now I'm going to tell a story about leadership. This is what I would say. I don't think you want Lamar Wilkerson to be a leader on this team. Lead you in shot attempts, maybe lead you in scoring, but like Connerway should lead the backcourt. Tucker should lead the wings. You've got other role guys. Darren DeVries is on record that he loves the way Connor Enright does things and sets an example from a hustle standpoint. If we're having leadership conversations with Lamar Wilkerson in the summer, I don't love that for the big picture for Indiana's team. And the reality of this roster is they've probably built it in a spot where Lamar does need to be a leader and lead them in a lot of production too. To me, I think that's a bad sign of things to come because he's going to be a very inconsistent guy game to game, in my opinion. Fifth one here, and it's simple. There's no quote here. It's just simple. Terrence Reed has been dominating Eric Ribey per UConn reports. They had the open practice, the scrimmage, and Terrace had 26 points, didn't miss a shot from inside the arc, looked dominant, but it all came at the expense of UConn's freshman center that I once projected to be the starting center on this team. Is that good, bad, or wait and see?
It's good. It's good. It's good. I think that it's gonna in the long haul, it's gonna help Ryby, and also like I think that it's also good on the fact that you want Ter. This is what Terra should be doing to the light in the ass, highly touted freshman.
I understand why this would be interpreted as good by many. I'm going wait and see. Wait and see, lean good. Here's why. If Terrace Reed is the star center on this team, that I think he probably will be, I still think he's going to be inconsistent. The highs might be way higher, but I still think something about the way Terrace Reed is wired is just going to lead to like game to game changes. He'll still get in foul trouble. He'll still make a few sloppy mistakes while being uber productive. But to me, the wait and see part is Ryby needs to at least be playable. And if Terrace Reed, who's not a back to the basket monster, he's just like a overpower you hustle guy. If Ryby has no answers as a rim protector for Terrace Reed, is he playable? Like I was thinking he would be very impactful right away. And if he's just getting totally punked, to me that is worse than like they're both good and they're in a battle. Even if it means Terrace looks great, you're gonna need a good backup if Terrace Reed is your superstar. He will get in foul trouble some games, and you got to have somebody. And to me, I feel like it's as much stock down Ryby as it is stock up for Reed.
Yeah. Also, you don't need him to be a superstar though. You just need him to be good.
Playable. But if
Yeah.
Terrace is going 9 for 9 in an open scrimmage against you, how playable are you?
Yeah. Good point.
All right, wait and see for me. That was fun. I like that segment a lot, don't you?
I love it.